All right, so the story so far. There we go. So let's see. Last session we managed to get a few new locations set up. For those that haven't played, I guess we're playing as this character George here, who's an American tourist in Paris, who is witness to a kind of like a bombing in a cafe that he was in that did kill somebody named Plantar, something like that. Some guy who was has some interesting connections, and yeah, us along with this photographer are basically looking into trying to solve this mystery of who done it, kind of a deal. And all we have to go on is the fact that a clown did it, somebody in a clown outfit. But we have tracked the clown back to this hotel here, where their hotel room is upstairs. They're going under a bunch of different names, including Khan. But this exceptionally English woman playing the piano here has helped us. We've just at the end of last stream picked up the room key. So that is what's up. And this is our inventory here. We do have like this goofy little hand buzzer thing, like electric buzzer thing that you put in your hand, prank thing. We have this used tissue that I love showing everybody as we talk to them. But it's a tissue that's actually covered in makeup, which we were able to identify as a specific kind of makeup. And yeah, we've got a photo of the perpetrator. This lifts up manhole covers. We do have a funny clown nose on George's face there, and then of course we have the key. So that is sort of where we're at. Quick and dirty version. We've done some sleuthing. If you're interested in seeing everything that we did, again, the link is up there. FPVOD is the command if you want to bring it up, but that'll bring you to all of my first play playlists on YouTube. So I think that's everything there. Gone. Yeah, I did a good healthy amount of that last time, I think. Lady Piermont. Okay, there you go. Just that the voice acting in this game and the writing is something to behold. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. So anyways. So yeah, we'll start up with talking to this fellow with the newspaper here. We haven't spoken with them yet. Well, the only person in this room, I don't know why we're just having such a hard time moving. We haven't spoken to the desk guy yet. I think we kind of went through and did this puzzle a little bit quicker than anticipated, so we're gonna roll with it.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Just be so honest.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So good. But yeah, just a reminder, I have never played this before, so we're kind of just you gotta let me bumble through it.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well,
Sorry
this
if that was
guy's
loud.
dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Shouts out to M&S, not sponsored. Oh, we got some jams coming in here. Cat Brown, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Good to see you. Hope you had a good stream. Hey, ATK. Hello, 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 folks. Catching us right at the beginning of today's session of Broken Sword 1. Alright, so we'll go through this.
You recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Yeah, let's keep the spoilers and stuff to a 0 if we can, because I've never played it. Otherwise, I'll stop having to read chat, and that's no fun for everybody. Clue Finders. Oh, what is this game? Clue Finders. Clue Finders. 4th grade. Well, so the thing, Django, is that because I don't know what happens, everything sort of like will influence the way I play it. So just be careful, that's all. This looks amazing. So it's like kind of like a kid's game, right? This is very interesting. Hang on, let me show everybody this. This is the game we're looking at here. Clue Finders 4th grade adventures from the Learning Company. What an interesting speedrun I bet this is. Look at this. I love it. That's very cool. Enjoy that. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Grimace. It was Grimace's birthday.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
Oh, wow.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
Bit of a dark turn there.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
We're not, by the way.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Okay. Young Grimace, Lil Grimace. Reader Rabbit. I've heard of Reader Rabbit. The one kids game that I think of that I played at school a lot was Math Munchers. Math Munchers. Anybody remember Math Munchers? Was the one that I played a lot. And then Kid Pix, which was sort of like a paint, MS Paint for kids type of a thing. A little less of a game, but those were the two things that were like installed on our multicolored like iMacs, those big multicolored iMac machines. Those were always good.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Interesting.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Like, I don't even know if we're going to use this ever again, but we show it to everyone.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
That's a real bad attitude problem you've got there. Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Goo smeared tissue. Okay, that's everybody there. Interesting that
Thanks
he
for your
knows
help.
about this guy.
Goodbye.
Hey, silly Comania. Played it in German as a kid. Right on. That's cool. This is a favorite of a lot of folks out here. I'm glad I'm finally getting around to it.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Okay. So the safe is over here then. I guess I was supposed to learn that. So the woman playing the piano dropped off a piece of jewelry, and I should have picked up that the safe was back there. For some reason, I assumed the safe was in the hotel room, but I guess that makes sense now.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
And we want to get into... There's something in the safe that we need that's from this Khan guy. So that's how we... So we kind of need to be identified, I suppose, as Khan when we do this. Probably shouldn't show him
Do you
this.
recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Okay,
Do
good.
you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Can you tell me which room the man in the photograph has taken?
Oh, no, monsieur. That information is confidential.
Would it make a difference if I told you the guy in the photo was a murderer?
We are accustomed to catering for celebrities, monsieur. Movie stars, politicians, royalty, sporting personalities, they all stay here.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, you did, monsieur.
Got through there.
What do you
Tool.
make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
I love everyone's reaction to the tissue. That's like
Thanks
one of my
for your
favorite
help,
things.
buddy.
Buddy. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I jotted this down, right? Second room on the right upstairs. Oh, let's go. Get clue finders on there. Perfect. Looks like I'll be learning that one at some point. Thanks for that. Okay. Second room on the right, which suggests this one. I'm really quick because we don't know what we're doing here. I'm gonna just make a safety save. Second door on the right. This seems like a spot there.
The door was locked.
Okay, I guess we should have assumed that with the
It wasn't the right key for the door.
Oh, okay. Let's try this one. Yeah, my understanding is that you
Maybe
can
it wasn't
die.
the right room, but this was the right key.
Okay, this could be bad. So, What room is this? I guess you said the room's vacant, right?
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Okay. Did I have to look up what camphor was? Yeah, I did. Waxy, colorless, solid. Ooh, strong aroma. Evergreen tree found in East Asia. Antiseptic. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What else we got? Anything else we can look at here? We got the window. We got the what I think is a drawer. I think that might be all we have. Okay. I'll go over here first.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Onions. What kind of details are this, George? What are you doing here, pal? Okay. Okay, we can go out. Is there a balcony type of situation here, maybe a little bit? Or a rooftop? Oh, okay. I'm certain that this won't end badly. So we can look down, I noticed. I don't know if that's a good thing.
If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped. Mama Stobart didn't raise no suicidal fools, though.
Could you look?
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Okay, very insightful, thank you.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked...
Okay, so we can't really do anything else other than make that one comment. Obviously, we can go in the window. I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing weird here. I don't want to miss any, like, random, strange inventory that's, like, hanging off of something that I need to deal with. All right. Easy now. Easy. Now that is what I call detective work. This is the room. Oh boy. Okay. We'll check this.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay.
The cabinet had no drawers, just a single door.
Just a single door. Okay. Bed.
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
Okay, there's not many things to check on
The bed
here.
was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Okay, tension's a bit high here. This is going to be interesting. It's,
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
other pants. We open the other door? No, it just opens one door. Is that really all we have here? This is what we're working with?
The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases.
Is that it? We can leave. Is there anything else I'm missing in here? Here I was being like, oh, we're getting in there. We're about to get a huge clue. They're like, he has a pair of pants. The killer wears pants.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
Mm. Okay, well, I guess that's a development. I'm gonna write it down on the notes because I feel like we need to write that down. Killer wears pants. Boom. I guess we'll try leaving out the door. This could be... Oh, here we go. Okay.
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Okay, we're going in here. Where are the pants now? Oh dear. Okay. Oh, that's a bad idea. That face. Okay. Well, I guess we're stuck here now, huh? Okay. Interesting.
The pants matched the jacket which the killer had lost in Paris.
Okay, that seems like that's so the pants are important here. Nothing else in there, just checking. All right, well we'll pick up the pants, I suppose. Take those for the road.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants.
Oh, what are they?
The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which
Oh,
read,
look.
Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Gruber. Okay. Can't wait to show these meaningless matches to everybody
The
in town.
matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut.
That's a clue, George.
It was the soggy tissue
I know about the soggy tissue. I'll tell you what. And this is the
It was
card.
the card I'd found in the hotel bed.
All right, I guess we're good. We did everything we needed to do. Anything
There
else
was
in the
nothing
pants?
else in the pockets of the killer's pants.
Okay. Now we just need to exit the room safely. I assume we don't want to go out the front door because of reasons. But just for safety. Safety. Pants. Safety pants. Safety pants. I feel like this is the smart way to go about it. Let's see what happens here. Oh. Oh. You never know. I have a bad feeling about the main hallway because we ran into some peril, some general peril.
The window looked out over a narrow alley surrounded by high walls.
All right, we're out of here. Look at that, nice and easy. Let's go. Okay, so we've got a couple other things. I guess we need to go. I guess back to Nico there, right? Excuse me, you can try knocking on this door. I don't know if anything happens in the third door here.
The door was locked.
Okay. It was locked. Nothing over here. I think we're pretty much just doing the thing now. Hey, Murbo. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're well as well. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. This is my first playthrough. And I have to say it's been very fun so far. I've been very much looking forward to each of these streams so I can get a little bit further.
Just a minute, monsieur.
Oh no, what do
What's
we...
your problem? No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you
boy.
want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh no.
Well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
You bet. He's gonna find our thingies.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
This is quite a frisk here.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
That's quite a change from from how that one went before. Hey, Circuit Boga. So I am playing the original. This is the original version. I was between this and the remastered one, and decided to go with this one. But I asked around a little bit. There's some good points both ways. But I'll probably play this and then at some point come back and play the director's cut afterwards. I don't know if there's really anything in here for me to pick up, because I know that we obviously were going across the the area up here before in the other scene. I figured I would peek my head here. I don't see anything of note. I can't interact with the door or the cans. Doesn't seem like there's anything. Just kind of doing a little bit of pixel hunting to make sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, it seems pretty empty. Soon see the difference. Yeah, they're definitely not the same games, are they? I really enjoyed Toonstruck. Okay, so both sides exit, which I think is kind of the same situation, at least in terms of the engine seems the same. Let's see. So this is where we are. This is the cafe. Oh, no, we're at the hotel. So this we don't have unlocked yet. Interesting. What is this again? This is the, right. This is where I want to go. Yeah, Nico.
What do you think I should do next?
I think you should look for clues at the hotel.
I guess so.
But I have clues in the hotel. How about that? What if I told you I got the clues? Well, we'll lead it off strong here. Actually, let's start with...
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Best I can do is a point-and-click adventure game. Do I have any clues in the...
I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay, I know what I need to do now. So we need to... I didn't realize that was an ID. For some reason, I thought it was just a card. But that's his name. Okay. Ba-da-doo.
Are you
Positive.
Is there anything else I can ask her about?
Maybe not.
Okay.
May I use...
Sure.
Thanks.
Phone. I don't think there's anything... Yeah, we haven't gotten anything else quite yet. That's fine. Grayed out means there's nothing left. Oh, are these grayed out?
See you later.
Where are you going?
I could go... Whatever those...
Or you mean on the, you're talking about on the map. That one I can see. Yeah, okay. I appreciate that call out there. Alright, cool. So we gotta head back to the hotel, but now we obviously know that there is a... We're gonna run into some problems, I think, if we take this stuff out of the safe and try to leave through the front door, because I think these friendly folks here are gonna do a thing. Let's see if we can figure it out. Figure it out. Okay, so we know we can get it. So let's get it.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe I can live with that.
Okay. So that was too easy, I guess. Let me think. Doesn't look like anything back here is selectable. Because I was like, I wonder if we can maybe get some sort of distraction going.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Okay.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur? Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no.
Not
They
yet.
didn't find what they were looking for.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want the key back?
No. You keep it until you finish playing detectives.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Buddy. I'm trying to understand exactly what the game wants me to do here. Because our goal is obviously to get whatever is in the safe. Because I think that has been mentioned previously. This guy has said that he needs an ID to take something out of the safe. Fair enough. We have an ID, it's not ours.
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom.
But he knows it's Merlin's. We'll just chat these folks up and see if we get
Hello
anything
again.
else. Hey, Snowy. I've been trying to save as much as I can, because I'm very paranoid about dying in this one, but...
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Good.
Yeah, not much help. Let's talk to our friend over here. Rocking out on the piano here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
She is the best.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Ma'am.
I found this pass in Merlin's
That's a
room.
pass.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed
Okay.
the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers. But he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Oh, let's go.
Follow me, George!
Whoever voiced this character killed it. So good. Big fan.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But That is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
Okay, we just gotta muscle our way in, that's all. Lady Piermont is the law.
I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Alright.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Okay, so we need to figure out how to get this out of here, because we're almost certainly not going to make it out the front door without without something weird happening. Catch you once. Yeah, I'll okay, sure. We'll save it. We'll call this safety pants again. Hazel Ellerby. Well, shouts out to Hazel Ellerby. Top job there.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Is this what you're after, Guido?
See, that's it.
I can explain everything. Well, almost everything.
Too late. You're on your way to feed the fishes.
I'm allergic to fish. I break out in blotches when I eat tuna.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Several hours later.
All right. To the point. To the point. Let's go. Okay. Well, now we've seen it. We are now sleeping with the fishes. I realized I spelled safety very strangely. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I wonder if there is a way for us to maybe go through the door here.
The door?
Yeah, of course, the George. Pal. Yeah, can't hold his breath for 10 minutes. That is true. George is no Guybrush Threepwood, that is for sure. Same voice actress that plays Nico. Is it really? That's fascinating.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar.
Okay, ancient manuscript. I didn't realize it was an ancient manuscript.
Maybe not.
I feel like we need to maybe dump it out here.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Right. Okay. All right. Easy. I tried using it with something else initially because I was like, maybe I need to like give it some weight. It's just a piece of paper, right? So like I was kind of thinking maybe it would blow away. We would be in kind of this situation where I don't know, like a Guybrush Threepwood in Monkey Island 2, where we're trying to get that map piece and it's blowing all over the island. All right, we should be able to get out of here without too much trouble. Getting around this corner, this is like in the speedrun, this must be pretty annoying because George seems to like kind of stutter step quite a bit.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Give him the business.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
All right. Do 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 do. All right. Boom.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Greedo were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Well, we knew that they absolutely
Wait to
were.
get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Exactly, Django. Ooh, an auto travel test.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
Let's go.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It wasn't.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boo.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah, maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy,
okay,
named
here we go.
Jules de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Okay.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, George. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
Okay. That's good.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
Oh, let's
I
go.
know a guy who specializes in medieval studies.
Oh.
His name is Lobinel.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Jeez.
Solid. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
All right. Cool. Oh, we can ask about this stuff here.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Yeah, it's the one
She
at the bottom
reminds
right.
me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid, Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Oh, George.
There's a woman looking, but the reflection,
Okay, so that's all
a
that is.
knight with a crystal ball. And there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By
Glory
my
fades.
teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Hmm.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Oh, ask me
Oh,
about
do
Loom.
they cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
People are seagulls.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Okay. Fascinating stuff here, folks. Feel like that's about as far as we're going to get. At
Maybe
the
I'll
moment
check
with
out
that.
the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Cool. Let's have a little look-see, perhaps. Got this exciting music here to take us away. Oz. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today. I have a feeling that this woman knows where this place is on the matchbook. If anybody
Oh, hi.
does, it's this woman here.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Give it to me.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing.
Mm.
There's no such place as the Club à la Mue in Paris.
Okay. That's
later.
that's a
That's
clue.
right, monsieur. You will.
Okay, a little bit of an unsettling exit, but I mean, that's good to know. Yeah, all up in the ceilings, right? Yeah, I had the same thoughts, Snowy. It was quite a reach there. All right, there's our museum. I guess we'll head on over. I guess because we don't know what's happening in here, we'll just make it quick. It belongs in a museum. Hey, Andrew Tencho. Good to see you. Welcome.
I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building.
Why?
Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt.
Somebody wrote that down and was like, we gotta record that. Door is open. Okay, what do we have here? That is a tripod, which we did see a bit of that. What else do we have? Anything else in here? Okay, the sarcophagus we can interact with. We can talk to the guard, obviously. We can look at a number of things here. I guess we'll do our looking first.
The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me.
Mauled, okay.
I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked.
Why are we stealing things? Do we know?
There was nothing in the urn.
Okay, empty urn.
Touching an object as rare and beautiful as that would have been the act of a barbarian. In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript.
Okay,
A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Ireland.
Watch out! You will have that done on top of us!
Okay. Just, oh. Oh, okay, we can interact with this. the window, I guess? It's like the kind of window, left side of the window. Can we continue to move now? We'll talk to this guy in a moment here, but we're just gonna poke around like a dingus first.
That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? Are there
Closet?
pants in there?
It's a sarcophagus. I was no desecrator of tombs.
Only this one. Okay. Let's try doing whatever this is with the door here, the window rather. The pants of King Tut.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
But the burgers are divine. Alright. Is that everything here? Yeah, it does seem like a place I'd probably pop into and be like, alright, what do you got here? I'll have the
Pardon me.
the pyre
Oui,
burger,
monsieur?
please.
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Okay, here we are. Back in the grind again. Here we go.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
John Dee, you say?
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Okay.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
Of course.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Okay.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
This guy must... Yeah, exactly, Snowy. I was just gonna say, like, we must be the worst, like, museum patrons ever. As soon as we came in here, we just started touching stuff, trying to open the sarcophagus, try to break into the case. Then we're like, so how's the security in here? How loud is this alarm bell? What happens here? Pretty, yeah. Keep your eyes on this guy.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Not a sausage. I need to start saying that.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it.
That's all
The
you need.
bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied hard and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on.
Well, start at any time, George.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that was what it could have happened. If only. You should enroll right now. I've got this.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
I'm writing that one down too. That's too good. Paris pot people. Sure, it won't be used later, but I enjoyed the story.
I thought the original inhabitants of Paris were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Ah oui, they connected the market, cleaned up.
Slaps the top of the pot and fits so many extra bones in here.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
Very good. I don't really know how much. I mean, this guy might be able to shake our hand.
Do you recognize
Let's
this
see.
red nose?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not. Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Oh,
Pardon?
It
he
is a
said it.
priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers.
It belongs in a museum.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh no, I don't frequent places like that.
Okay.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
It
Tissue.
is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, we still need to find this this random guy, right? Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll head out. Maybe we can run into them somewhere.
The tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript.
Here we
The
go.
Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
Okay. The Templar connection. I kind of hope so too, right? Ryan, that would be really funny. Oh wow, we can just go to the airport. I'm before I do that, I'm gonna pop in and say hello to our friend up here in Nico. See if there's any new dialogue. Otherwise, we'll shoot out.
Hi, Zeus.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It
Belongs
was
to
dug
the
up
museum.
in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Lochmarn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
Okay.
A popular gossip magazine? You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program.
Hmm.
This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
But I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Lochmarn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Where is it? Boy George, okay. I'm not talking about Boy George.
What do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
I'll bet he'd be interested in the manuscript.
Probably.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh, jeez. I forgot this just sends us in here. I'll have a look at...
That's the tripod in the Crew Museum.
Okay, that's all we got out of that. Fine. Alright.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Keep me informed if you find anything new.
Well, hopefully, the people at the airport can find Ireland for us, because, George is not going to be of much help here. Okay. I'm just thinking, yeah, let's go. Let's go do it. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, let's go. I was gonna ask her something, but I think we're good. We're good. We're good. Well, out of curiosity, I'm just gonna head back here and just make sure we've got all our ducks in a row before we head out to the land of Ireland. It's important for us to make sure we know what the heck is going on here. What is... Okay, so they boarded it up. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, nothing else new here. I guess it's probably worth me checking the, excuse me, the police department maybe as well. Because if maybe Moo is there. Okay, nothing has changed over here. I just figured I'd have a little look-see. Doesn't appear that I have anything else I can interact with. I can just kind of head in different directions. Roastbuster. Is this guy up to anything new?
Hello again.
Yes, Inspector.
Howdy. Would you like to shake my hand?
Shake my hand. Go on, shake it.
You're joking, aren't you? Nothing personal, but you've been mucking about down this sewer.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, I do. It's that villain I told you about.
Does the name Merlin or Gruber Electronics mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
I can't say I do, monsieur.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
It's probably worth me actually talking to everybody else just a smidge about those in case somebody recognizes something extra. But we were gonna make our way to the airport soon.
You're the guy who gave me the tip, aren't you?
Huh?
The racehorse. Salah-Eddin.
Oh, yeah, but
I put every franc I had on that horse.
Uh-oh.
listen,
My lifetime savings. Next month's rent. Everything.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
She won by 3 lengths.
So let's go.
I'm a rich man.
Call me Lucky George, the punter's friend. So how come you're still here?
I'm not going to let my newfound wealth change me, not one bit. I bought this hole, fittings and all. Now I can come and go as I please. No more clocking on or completion schedules. No foreman breathing down my neck. Thanks to you, I've found paradise.
I'm getting a mushy feeling in my chest. But not half as mushy as your head.
What do you want now?
What do I want now? That's a crazy development. Good for him. Bought the hole so he could just keep working on it. That's a power
Do you
move.
recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
No, nothing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
All
I
right.
gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Off we go to the police department. Quick. We'll see if they'll see us. If not, then we're heading out. Oh, he's here. Okay, cool. Yeah, first order business. I'd like a hole, please.
Excuse me?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, we've got loads of things to talk about. Let's do
I'd
it.
like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
All right, he's familiar.
What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them, and the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Okay, that'll show him.
Do you know a man named Khan?
Khan.
He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Indeed.
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Khan.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah, why not?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Give it the thumbs up.
Stobart is here to see you, monsieur.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
What do you think it's about?
Very well.
Like, what could it possibly be about if not about the cafe? We are going to show him the tissue, to be fair. So.
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Taken off of the case. Is this Gabe Knight or something? Do you know about voodoo?
Have you heard of Professor Pegram, the archaeologist?
Molly Pegram, the second son of Lord Barclay Pegram.
Well, I don't know. I only read about him in a magazine.
So much for the efficacy of rehabilitation. What has he done this time?
He made an important archaeological find in Ireland.
And that's the end of that.
Do you know Pegram well?
I have connections with the family, but I wouldn't say I knew him at all.
Is his name really Molly?
Of course not. That was the nickname he was given at school. All his friends and acquaintances know him as Molly.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Okay, go on.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
Oh.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
This is very interesting.
What was that psycho-detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Oh boy.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for Fun and Profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
I was gonna say, if you're looking for people bending spoons, you're in the wrong game. That's Sam and Max, of course.
You're not gonna try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than Doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet.
Okay.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I guess we'll run
I
through the usual.
imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the clown.
You're absolutely right. Does this red nose...
I'd imagine...
You're absolutely...
Same thing.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's the face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobard. None of it proves a thing.
Yeah, he does bend the wrench. Oh, he has wrenches. You're right. It is wrenches, and then or spanners, right? And then at the end we do the corkscrew. That's the other one. That's fair. For some reason I thought they were spoons, but you're right. That's very true.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, monsieur, nothing.
It's another one of the assumed names used by the killer.
Ah, the famous killer clown case.
Yeah, the one we've been talking about this whole time.
You might have forgotten all about it, but I still aim to find that guy.
What a strange conversation.
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access to sewers.
We nailed it.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur. I suggest you ask Sergeant Moo about that. God only knows why, but he collects matchbooks. He claims it is a hobby.
Oh, Moo. +1 for Moo.
Would you care to shake my hand, Inspector?
Please don't be offended if I decline your offer, Stobbard. The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
All right.
So long, Inspector.
Bring me to Moo.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Oh, good to see you too.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you, Sergeant?
That's a double-lined Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip.
Of
now,
course.
that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila, and Slough.
Slough. Oh boy, interesting.
Does this matchbook...
That's a double line. Now,
Okay.
Really?
I haven't...
It's...
In this part, there are only...
Okay. Nerd.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
No, I don't.
Not really.
Okay.
Does this...
That's... now...
Really?
I haven't seen...
It's...
In this part, there are only 3 places these are made.
Taiwan, Manila, Slough. Okay.
See you later, Sergeant.
I don't know if that is important or not. We'll jot it down just in case. All right. I think we've done everything that we can do here. It might be time to hit the road here to the airport. Oh, we've opened up all of Europe here. I mean, we only have one location, but this is its whole own little screen here. Very funny. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, we took the bus all the way
Several
there.
hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarne. On the way out, the driver told me there was only 1 service a day.
Okay. Good to know. 1 service a day, and here we are. Menu.
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my appetite somewhere over the Irish Sea.
Let's save this one. Ireland. Can't do anything here. Yeah, that's always what I think of when I hear Slough is that's like, yeah, the office, the UK office. Okay.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
I was locked in, so I was like, we've got a tool to maybe do
The
something.
workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trapdoor. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trapdoor.
It's like, is he making fun of me? All right, so we can go in. We can talk to this fellow here. What do we have going on? Another sewer entrance. Why are we so obsessed with this right now?
I took hold of the grating and pulled hard, but it didn't move.
This guy must be like, what is this? This guy gets off a bus and he just starts trying to go into the sewer. What's going on with this
I
guy?
tried to use the keys to lever up the grating, but that wasn't going to happen.
Okay, suit yourself. Ooh, what do we have here? A little, like, is this an electric box or something?
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Didn't move.
I tapped the plastic with the lifting key, but it was too strong to shatter.
Oh, we're trying to shatter it? Okay.
It was a featureless plastic box firmly attached to the wall of the building.
That's all we got, huh? I don't think we have anything in our inventory that would work other than that. I figured that that could be something like a, I don't know, kind of like a crowbar-esque situation, but okay. Keep our eyes out for something for that. Alright, so we can keep moving onwards to the right. It looks like we kind of go up this path. I guess we'll chat up this guy here.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
What?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
These are our two options. So we can say who we are or who we're not. Is that what this is? So I wonder if is this important?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
The good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
I am so confused about this right now because the screen is pretty small, right? Like, I can't really see the features that closely. But this guy looks like he's like 60. Not a kid. And the voice also gives me a little bit of that as well. I know he kind of like is dressed like a little bit of a Bart Simpson thing, but like he also could be 45 years old. It's very interesting.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Is he with the good guys?
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
What? Out of context.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
What does this Fitzgerald guy look like?
Big head, big ears, and face irons.
What?
You know, spectacles, glasses. He's blind as a bat without him.
Oh, man. Okay. Very cool.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
I do like the connection, like the holes connection. If you are a rich person, that guy won the lottery. This guy is on TV. You buy a hole, people. This is what you do. This is the smart thing to do. Invest your money in the hole.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
Is this a real
I
conversation?
ain't scared of nothing.
This is the first person we talked to.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh. There's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
Who is this person? This is so weird. I guess taking him back to school if he really is a child. She doesn't seem like. But if I was gonna say you can make him shake our hand, that'll be the punishment there. But I guess he is an actual child.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
Oh
The
man,
man I'm looking for is a
Sick
dangerous
burn.
psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
he looks
Oh
50
no,
to
it's
me.
25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
What is happening right now?
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
The call is from inside the castle. It's inside the house.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows that could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but me legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
It's very scary music.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
All right.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry, I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
We're part of that movie we saw.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Take a look at this, McGuire.
It's an ID card. What of it?
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
Okay, helpful.
What do you think this tool is used for?
I like that he tests people.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. That gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding.
I just love the quizzing. Like, what do you think this tool's for? Well, you're wrong. It's for lifting sewer grates. I'm like, oh, good for you, George.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
Oh, all right.
Got him.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
Shake my hand again.
No way.
This like thing is it's a choice.
What does this tissue mean to
Tissue
you?
time.
Nothing.
Oh, that was the nicest response we've gotten about that.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
What a strange human being. Alright, we're popping in here to the pub. Alright, so we've got a number of people we can talk to here. This looks like some sort of, what is this, like a dishwasher or something vibrating over here? We can interact with that. There is a back area. Somebody, okay, the guy's got a cold, alright. I think that's it. So I guess do we go from left to right, I guess?
He wasn't listening.
He is playing the violin right now.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Why, yes. Would you like to look at my disgusting tissue I found in a sewer in Paris?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
What makes you think he did?
The boy outside told me.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Okay.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
It's thoughtful.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Oh, the gem.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh, no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Gotta read the room, you know? Hey, Magna Calva. Good to see you. I'm doing good. Yeah, things are good. I hope you're alright as well.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Pegram thought otherwise, didn't he?
Ah, but it's not difficult to get them history boys excited, is it? Give them a bone to play with, and they're happy as puppies.
True.
Was it Pegram who dug up the tripod at the castle?
The same man, if he wasn't his twin brother. And can you guess what he did with the tripod?
He sent it to a museum in Paris. I've seen it.
We can ask about the ghost.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectre.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
It's a clown's nose, isn't it? I haven't been to a circus since I was 10 years old. Well, Donnelly and I walked all the way to Ballymore, 15 miles in our bare feet.
As you do.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Does this tool mean anything to
This
you?
tool.
I'd say it was for lifting manhole covers.
How come you know that?
I'm a man of the world, Mr. Stobart.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Okay.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happen to notice that vibrating buzzer in your palm.
I really must just think he's the biggest jerk. Like, hey, thanks for giving me all this information. Like, put her there. Like, how dare you?
What do you make of this tissue?
I guess that muck on it is grease paint.
There's no fooling you, Mr. O'Brien.
All right.
Goodbye for now.
That's good.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing in this room quite yet. We're kind of working it through. I'm assuming that this person's kind of the main person we need to talk to, it seems like. Just judging by the blocking. But I really don't know what else is going on here.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
All right.
Is it true that Pegram found a valuable gem?
What? First I heard of it.
Where have you been, Pat? For that gem is the talk of every town from Lochmarn to Ballydoon.
Nobody told me. The lucky sod. So that's why he scampered.
Okay. Plot thickening.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Well, it comes down to the holes. If you control the holes, you control the
Can you
news.
tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
History fellas now.
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation, Pat. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmarn? You come to Lochmarn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the prunes come from.
Yeah, amongst other things.
The prunes.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Don't be fooled. This is the face of a psychopathic killer.
No. Well, there's one in the eye for me and my men.
What does this false nose mean to you?
No, you're a clown.
No, not me.
Ah, you're a good one, aren't you? Did you hear that, Michael?
I hate clowns.
Listen to this fella. I hate clowns, says he. Isn't he just the funniest man you ever did see, Michael?
He's not a clown, Doyle. He's not even remotely funny.
Thanks.
Hey.
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
This guy does not
What do
have
you
much
make of
going
this
on
tool?
here.
It's for lifting manhole covers.
That's right. I found it in Paris.
Well, you look at that. A French sewer key. Marvelous.
Could you imagine trying to bring that on a plane? I really need this manhole cover remover. Put it in my checked bag, please.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Fair.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
No. But you should show that to my granny. She could tell you fortune from it.
From a soiled tissue?
Sure. Some people read tea leaves. My granny reads handkerchiefs.
Okay. Very
Bye for now.
insightful.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Oh
You
no.
want something? Or you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
I guess we probably do need a room at some point. Not yet.
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Loch Martin and jump back on the bus.
Good to know they have him now.
I'm looking for a man named Fitzgerald.
Fitzy? What's he done?
I believe he may have worked at Peagram's Dig.
Sean Fitzgerald?
The dirt.
Work? You got the wrong guy.
He was in the video game The Dig.
Do you know a man called Peagram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
No.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Alright, he owes him money, right?
Did Peagram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Can I see Peagram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a gutful of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
Muscle man!
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Seriously, I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown
Set
costume.
that one up.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so. What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
A glass of beer.
Is your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Okay. Let's go. Is there anything else here that we need to... We haven't gone through this, right?
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
It's not Red Nose Day again, is it?
I don't know. But this is part of a clown's costume.
I know that. Good God Almighty. What do you take me for?
What the fudge?
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Dial.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Good conversation, this.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot.
Somebody give this guy a tissue or a Claritin or something. Good gravy.
Here's something which might interest you.
Huh? Well, what is it?
My passport to the sewers of Paris.
Is that so? Did you see the snooker last night, Mr. O'Brien?
We haven't got a television, Michael.
I know that. Why is it, if you don't mind me asking?
If God had meant us to watch television, we'd all be like Doyle.
I take it no one wants to hear about my underground escapades.
I'd rather drink my own beer.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No, sir.
Okay.
Hey, bartender?
Or put it there.
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh, jeez.
Could you imagine, like, just murking the landlord here because there's a heart attack? Because George is just so dead set on being like, I have to prank you. I have to prank you.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Classic
Thanks.
old Ron. Alright, folks, I just took a look at the time, and I think I may have to put a pin in it here, but we'll pick up a conversation with this guy. We'll talk to this dude who's been going ham over here in the corner on the next pass of this thing. So I'm gonna real quick just hit the save here. Sneezing guy is our save. Yeah, we'll pick it up from here. I'm having so much fun with this game. It is very good. It is a very, very good game. I think we made some good progress tonight. I will be back at it soon. Let's see. So the next planned stream is going to be on Sunday. Sunday is going to be a spin stream. So it'll be spinning the wheel of speedruns. So let me check out what's on the wheel here. There's 25 different random runs that were submitted by the community, so we'll be doing those. If you want to see a bit more of the Broken Sword, as well as more Monkey Island 1 runs, I'll be picking those up on Tuesday. So put it on the calendar if you like.